So from one Pritchard, we move to another. This is, of course, Jane Pritchard from Aico and Lily as well. Thank you for joining us. Aico always got so many things going on from a community point of view. And just for people that haven't heard you nattering with us in the studio before, just tell us about the team that you are part of.
Yeah, so Lily and I, we coordinate our corporate social responsibility programme, Aico in the community, which has been going for 4 years now, and it's really grown to, it's huge now. We're supporting schools across Shropshire. We've built relationships with loads of charities. We go out volunteering, and we support local business. So just gives you a little bit of an insight into what the programme's about. And yeah, it's going well.
Does that mean you're actually out of the office, out and about a lot then?
Yeah, we try and get out and about as much as possible, but also bringing people to Aico, because our facility is fantastic and we're really grateful to have it. So we like to bring people along because it does paint a lovely picture of what we're trying to do, especially for school kids, raise their aspirations, think, when you're older, this is the type of environment you could work in. And for charities, we can literally show them rooms that they can use free of charge for their own things that they need. So we like to do a bit of both.
Well, you turned your auditorium into a cinema, didn't you, for local schools over Christmas, which was great. So.
Yeah, that was really fun. Yeah, so I think we had about 4 or 5 local schools, primary schools, and yeah, they just came along, watched a Christmas film, had a bit of popcorn, and that's just another way that we can help. And at the same time, there was volunteering for wrapping Christmas presents, going to local kids and at the other end of the building, and we were hosting the food bank to make the hampers for the ones they send out across the county. So yeah, Christmas is always an exciting time for us, so that was really special.
So how many events have you got on your calendar at the moment then for this year? How much are you juggling all at the same time?
I wouldn't like to say how many events. We look at our calendar every day and we just see it filling up. So we've got school events booked in June, July time. So right the way through to the summer, really.
Well, and let's talk about July, because I know the 2 particular events you want to talk to us about today, one of which is this family festival, which is happening. Is it July the 15th?
Yeah,
is it?
That's right.
What's the idea behind this? Tell us all about it.
You want to go first? You can go. Okay, so we look to support charities and give ongoing support. So we love the idea of having like a fundraising festival where we could support a couple of charities that are really close to us. So that's actually Little Stars. It used to be Little Stars Baby Bank.
Baby Bank, yeah.
So we've really helped that charity to develop and grow. And we do give continued support. And also the Movement Centre based in Gabowen, so helping children with movement disabilities. Again, we've supported them for many, many years. Raised lots and lots of money over the years, and we wanted something quite big and big spectacular event.
It sounds big. Family festival, big numbers, grand. Where's it going to happen then? Where have you chosen to hold it?
So it's in Chirk at Brinkenhill Estate, which if anyone's seen is fantastic. So they actually do support the Movement Centre with the running festival they do there. So people might have been to that before, and we're going to have bands on, like a proper festival, and activities for kids to get involved in. Lots of food and drink especially.
I'm there.
So there'll be lots to get involved in.
So it's an all-day event, is it this?
It'll be from 12 till 7, so quite in the daytime, and hopefully we've booked the weather, so it'll be nice and sunny.
It's July, it's bound to be fine,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it'll
It's Britain,
be fine.
July. What could possibly go wrong? But I imagine there'll be sort of contingencies as part of that. There's indoor, there's outdoor stuff. There has to be, doesn't there?
Lots of tented areas, and we'll bring the brollies if we need to.
Shade from the sun.
Yes.
Logistically, though, that's a big thing to organise, isn't it?
It is, and Lily and I, with a small team, have been given the task of organising it all. We aren't actually event organisers, but we know what we want to create, and we've got the support of all of our colleagues as well to make it happen.
So presumably your team, your staff and their families will be encouraged to come along, partners, organisations, supporters, friends. Who else? Is it open to the general public? Can anybody come?
It is open to the general public, yes. We want to make sure that people that we're connected with within Shropshire really are given that opportunity to attend. But yes, it is open to the public to attend. Yeah.
I bet it's been quite good fun though, putting an itinerary together and working out. Do you have like a bucket list and saying, right, I know what we need. We'll have one of these. We'll have some of this.
I think it's more Neil has this picture in his head, and we're trying to deliver that as much as possible. But it's been amazing to kind of, when we've been looking into these things that we want, like the local businesses that are getting involved and have so much expertise, and it's fantastic. And then, you know, we get to learn about these events that they're putting on across the country, and then now they're able to do something local, and, you know, maybe giving us a discount because it's a charity event, which is fantastic. And obviously all the money, all the ticket sales and percentages from like the drinks and the food are all going to the charities, which is great.
But you want to try and offer something that's a little bit different as well, don't you? That it's not just another event that's the same as something that somebody's doing down the road elsewhere.
Yeah, I mean, as a business, we've actually done family fun days before, which has just been for colleagues and families and friends. We've got a little bit of experience of the sort of thing we want to create, but now this is obviously much bigger in a lovely setting, and the whole aim is to raise as much money as we possibly can.
Knowing Aico as I've come to do over the last few years, I'm suspecting there's going to be quite a lot of interactive things going on during the day, is there as well?
Yes, we'll hopefully have a little bit of a spoiler. We'll have like Nerf wars and different things like that. I won't say too much, but some things that kids can get involved in, but I'm sure, you know, adults will also...
You say kids, but it's the big kids that like that
yeah,
sort of
definitely.
thing, isn't it? So...
Yeah, I can think of a few people that will probably be all over that.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
The theme is around circus, so that's all we'll say.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. I don't do any of my own stunts, I'm afraid. Not without a safety net, so I'll be an observer, I think. So that's July the 15th. So if people want to find out more about it, what do they do?
Well, we've actually got a flyer which will show the QR code, and you just literally click on that, which will take you to an Eventbrite page where you'll be able to purchase tickets at a very reasonable price.
Excellent. Well, and like you say, it's you're supporting worthy causes, and that's what makes all the difference, isn't it? So yeah, fabulous. So there's that. But then looking even further forward, which shows just how far you are planning, in September, isn't it? You've got your Pedal the Borders event, which I'd suggest is maybe become one of the events that you've become best known for. Even is this the third one, the fourth one?
This will be the third year. Yeah.
So
we've supported.
Explain Pedal the Borders.
Well, again, we have a strong relationship with Ling & Davis Cancer Fund. We support with lots of events throughout the years. We've had 2 colleagues that have done the London Marathon, for example. But Pedal the Borders, the first year we did it was a great success. I think we had about 20 riders from Aico, along with other businesses, other supporters of the charity. I think we had about 100 cyclists in total for the first year. And yeah, it starts at Aico, it finishes at Aico.
How much of the border do you pedal?
Fair bit.
Well, yeah, if you take part. So there's actually 3 rides this year. So there's a 100k cycle, which I believe is not quite as challenging as it was last year.
Sounds pretty challenging to me.
Due to feedback, I think they've made it a little bit easier.
Oh, have they?
So
okay,
hopefully that will encourage more people to get involved. We've got a 60k ride, and then a small 25k ride, which we're hoping will be more for sort of like younger families. And
Does it get quite competitive then? Does it, between colleagues and companies and?
At Aico it does, yeah. And maybe competitive to the point where they're supposed to, be in their teams, and then someone loses a chain, and then maybe someone continues without that person because they want to finish as soon as possible. But obviously we had Ed Clancy there last year, and again he'll be there. So he rode the shorter ride last year, and one of our Aico colleagues beat him to the finish line, which was the most bizarre thing. I think he was having a chat, and obviously everyone was out of breath except for him, but I think he was very proud of that.
Or he's taken a short cut.
Am I suspecting maybe he's mentioned it a few times since? Would that be true?
That's been brought up.
Yeah.
So to enter and get involved in this, you don't have to have a team, presumably, from your company. You could just be you and your bike, turn up and sign up for whichever one of these routes you want to do. Is that how it works?
Yeah, I think you can just go on the Ling & Davis website and you can sign up that way. You can sign up as a team. You can sign up individually. But the idea, if we can try and get as many sort of Shropshire businesses involved to have maybe a small team of 4 or 2 teams, then it's great. It's supporting a fabulous charity that really do, they need our support. So
There'll
I
be a
remember-
barbecue. There'll be a barbecue on the day as well. So.
Excellent. I remember, was it last year that it was on one of the hottest days of the year, and so you had to start at like stupid o'clock in the morning, wasn't it?
It was ridiculous. That's why it's been pushed back to September this year, because it was. I did feel. I was not cycling it.
I was.
I did feel for those riders. It was scorching.
Yeah, we did start off early, about an hour earlier than we should have done, purely because of the heat. So we have Alan Lewis, Adrenaline
From
Sports.
Adrenaline Sports,
Yeah, so
yeah.
he's involved and organises the whole event. And yeah, on his advice, we set off early, and I think I did the shorter ride. I would never have done the 100k, but yeah, we got back about 11:30 and it was sweltering then. So yeah, I think doing it in September's a good idea, and it avoids maybe a time when people are going on holiday.
I was going to say you're after the holiday period,
Yeah.
and yeah, completely. And how much has Pedal the Borders raised in previous seasons? It's raised some serious money, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think I couldn't give you a figure, but I think it's maybe around about 30 or 40,000 over the years.
Do you set yourself a target for this year then? Is that how it works, or is it just?
Yeah, so we try and get colleagues to raise as much as possible, but they do all have targets. So if you do the 100k, it's £100, and then obviously if you're in a team, you can all work together to kind of get up to 400. But yeah, just raising as much as possible, really.
Excellent. You've always got lots going on, haven't you? So,
Yeah.
so you've got to be very organised people. Is that one of the big skills of this job? Is it?
Yeah, we were talking about this yesterday in the team building day. It is all about being organised,
Yeah.
being on top of things, and just working closely together to make
Yeah.
sure that everything that we do is
Want it to be the best.
Yeah,
and,
as it should be.
have a good impact.
So the two dates for the diary: 15th of July for the Family Film Festival, and the 10th of September for Pedal the Borders. So there's the opportunity. But Lily, I can't let you go because I feel I'm obliged on the face of our viewers just to get a quick chicken update. You know, you're the chief chicken officer. How are the Aico chickens?
The chickens
How are they
doing
performing? Are they still
well.
indoors? Are they outdoors?
They
What's
are
happening?
indoors. We do get a few escapees, so we quickly have to put them back in. They'll be let out soon. I trust that the government will tell us we can let them roam around again. But yeah, still getting 12, 15 eggs a day. They're very
happy.
good eggs. They're happy chickens. Yeah, so if anyone's not sleeping at night because they're worried about the Aico chickens, they are still very spoilt, just as they were before. But yeah, doing
Excellent. Well, thank you for putting our minds at rest. Good to see you, and we'll catch up soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We'll take a quick break now. We're back in a couple of minutes, though, to find out all about a green festival for businesses happening at Shrewsbury Town Football Club soon.